Hello gamers and welcome to another Aquatico DevBlog video, and today we are going to talk about environment. So what is environment? Well, environment is one of the options in the happiness bar, right? Something that you need to pay attention to, something that you need to not let it drop to zero, otherwise your people, your citizens will be leaving the city. Trust me on that. So environment is a mechanic actually that is actually getting your people more familiarized with how it was on Earth once the Earth wasn't absolutely wrecked as it is in this scenario. So it actually gives you a little bit, as you can see, it gives you a little bit of that homey feel, and people want that, right? It's like plants in your living room, it's like plants in your apartment. It's a nice garden around you. It gives you peace, ease of mind. That is what actually environment is in this game, to be honest. This is how we concept it, right? So how do you control it? You control it through beautifications. You actually control environment through beautifications and through street lamps, through small planters, through small benches, large benches. Just click on this beautification button, and as you are progressing, as you are researching more and more beautification through your research tree, you're going to have more and more options here, and you're going to build more and more, and at the end you can actually personalize how you want your town and actually your dome living habitat, how you want it to look, right? What else do you need to pay attention to? Well, there is also domes, right? And in domes you see environment points, quite important, because as you have a certain amount of people and as your people get bigger and bigger, let's say this correctly, as your dome is getting more crowded by people, they will demand more environment points. So you really need to be on point with that, because if this is in minus, if this is in the red, you're going to start to drop this environment points, and if they hit zero, your people will leave. So at that point, this is one more thing you need to pay attention to, and that's the environment points of the dome, right? Let's say that I am pretty close. This is like, so this is how it looks like for a medium dome, right? And I have a plus 1,000 environment points, but look at this. This is a small dome, and I have only 85 plus, which means, how does it work? Let's say, just be quick, as quick as I can. Which means you have 4 residents here, 4 residents here in the house, 4 residents here in this house, 4 residents here in this house. Let's see this, 3, 4, 4. So that means that in this dome, I have 50% more people that will go in, because you can presume that you're going to have 8 people in this dome, which means that I will be missing certain beautifications in this dome, which means that I will need to build it to actually refill it. So let's jump into the problem and let's show this, right? So we have 25 plus environment points, and let's just see how it works. Like as you can see, each beautification has its own bonuses. As you can see, it says environment points. You see it up there beneath the picture. Base points is 17. Why base points? Well, because you see underneath this green pluses, that's the pluses that you get once you try to build it. You see it has an area of effect, and you see it actually is adding to the original base points of this beautifications, which means what you need to do as best as you can to diversify all your beautifications so you can have better bonuses. By itself it gives 17, and look at this here, look at this, 33. Of course, this is me not planning it, this is me just throwing it in, but this is something that you need to pay attention to, right? Because at this point, what do you want, 17 or 33? And mind you, there is also just enough space to do something here. And you already have these houses, and you already have people that you can presume that they are going to move in, and it's going to be 8 residents, which means that this environment points requirements that your people are setting you to have is going to go higher and higher and higher, 50% higher, mind you. So that means that it's going to be 1,500 most likely. You see, when I clicked here, it's plus 85. Total it's 825 now, but required is 740, which means that if I have 50% of people, that means that it's going to be plus quite roughly around 1,500 required in dome, which means that I am in minus of 700 or 675 points. Which means that I will need to have 675 points made up somehow like this through these beautifications. So what do you want to do? You want to have 17 or you want to have 33, 29 and that kind of stuff? So you actually need to pay attention to. And as you are going further and further down the research tree, you're going to open more and more beautifications. Let's say the decorative tree is something that you get quite, let's say, the best value from, but just build it and build whatever you want. You have here small fountains, you have this medium fountains, whatever. So let's say that you want to build, let's say, let's just check this. This gives me 17 points. So look what I can do. I can actually, you see, I'm actually clear building and resources. And removing this, and I will click on beautification, and I will put a tree here. Plus 29. I just got 12 more points here. So I'm going to do the same here. Clear. Be careful with this so you don't clear the house or something like that, right? I'm going to put the tree again here. So now I have 33. Here I had 29. Let's move this. Again, I'm just showing you how you can actually make this better. Plus 25. Still plus 8. So when you look at it, you actually have a chance to actually redo your beautifications with more points. Something that you need to pay attention to. Now I have plus 121. So let's say that here when you look at it, let's say in a 4 or 5 years time, when my population is going to be here full 8 of 8, they will demand more and more beautifications, and you will actually need to pay attention to of mixing it up. Because you see, as you can see here, it has large bench plus 4, medium bench plus 4, small bench plus 4, large planter plus 4, and now you need to start building it. As you can see, there is other examples here. Let me just remove this. Sorry. So you see, you have this kind of, you have here a small fountain, you have a small planter that gives 24 here, not 17. You have a tree that gives 45. You have 50 from medium statue. Like you can do here with the lamp 16, which also you need light, but it's quite decorative. You have that kind of option. So let's go to the next part of the dome. Let's see, I built this a little bit different. You have here a small bench, you have here a decorative tree, another decorative tree. You see the difference? 45, 29. This is just in a better place. So like, just to conclude this video, because I'm not going to go further, but this is what you need to think about. When your people are expecting environment points, they're actually talking about beautifications. Be smart about it, mix them up, pay attention to how many points they are bringing, and because in the long run, when the game is going to be longer and longer and you're going to have bigger and bigger city, more and more people living in domes, that will require more and more environment points, and you will need to start mixing up different beautifications. So with all these bonuses, so you actually, and there is also negative bonus, just to say that, you see, if I build two small fountains right next to each other, I'm actually decreasing 20, I'm actually deducting 20 points off the all overall points that I'm having. So again, this is the part of you actually mixing it up. So pay attention, and this is how environment points work. They're actually bringing the happiness of your people. They're actually bringing this domes close to more human and earth-like, earth surface-like habitat, and people are demanding it just to have an ease of mind. And you are actually controlling it through beautifications and through mixing up those beautifications, so you have the best possible, how do you say, balance, so your dome is happy and everybody is satisfied. So okay, with this we conclude another video from Aquatico DevBlog series, and thank you for watching and enjoy your gaming, gamers.